Iran has begun allowing a limited number of foreign vessels to pass through the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, even as the ongoing conflict with the United States and Israel continues to disrupt global shipping and energy markets. Tehran says the narrow waterway, one of the world's most important oil transit routes, remains open for countries that have not taken part in military action against Iran. However, ships linked to the United States, Israel and their allies are effectively barred from passing through the strait. The Strait of Hormuz, located between Iran and Oman, connects the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea. Roughly one-fifth of the world's oil supply normally passes through this narrow maritime corridor, making it one of the most critical choke points in global energy trade. Since the outbreak of the current war, Iran's Revolutionary Guard has threatened to block the route, causing shipping traffic to drop sharply and pushing oil prices higher. Many shipping companies have diverted vessels or delayed voyages due to security concerns. Despite the tensions, Iran has allowed ships from several countries to transit the strait under certain conditions. India has been among the countries able to negotiate safe passage for some vessels. Iranian officials confirmed that a number of Indian ships were allowed through the waterway following diplomatic contacts between the two countries. At least 2 Indian liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) tankers successfully crossed the strait and continued their journey to India despite the heightened military risks in the region. Pakistan has also managed to move oil shipments through the strait. A Pakistani tanker carrying crude oil from the United Arab Emirates was allowed to transit the waterway safely as Islamabad coordinated with Iranian authorities. These cases illustrate Tehran's approach of allowing passage to countries maintaining neutral or balanced diplomatic positions during the conflict. Iranian officials say several countries have contacted Tehran seeking assurances for their commercial shipping. Some negotiations reportedly involve broader diplomatic issues, including economic or political concessions tied to maritime safety. In India's case, discussions reportedly include requests by Tehran for the return of tankers seized earlier near Indian waters as part of wider talks about shipping security in the region. Such negotiations highlight the complex diplomatic bargaining taking place behind the scenes as governments try to protect energy supplies and maritime trade. The crisis has sparked alarm across global markets because the Strait of Hormuz is essential to the energy exports of major Gulf producers such as Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq and the United Arab Emirates. With shipping disrupted and naval tensions rising, governments around the world are closely monitoring the situation. The United States has urged allied nations to deploy naval forces to escort commercial ships through the strait, though many countries remain cautious about becoming directly involved in the conflict. For now, Iran's policy appears to be selective access, allowing vessels from some countries to pass while blocking those it considers hostile. But with military tensions still high and attacks reported across the Gulf, analysts warn that shipping through the Strait of Hormuz will remain highly unpredictable. Any full closure of the waterway could trigger a global energy shock and further escalate the already volatile conflict in the Middle East.